weeks of quarantine, we're back on the road. Hopefully, still planning to go to Alaska. June 1, we left in our brand new RV, Reflection 260 RD. Our first stop was actually the factory where it was made, where we did a tour, which was very interesting, and then headed on towards good friends who live in Ludington, Michigan, where we spent a couple of nights. After that, we headed towards Mackinac and went across the bridge. As you will see here, it was a very interesting experience. We made it and crossed over into the UP. Our first night we stayed at Hiawatha National Forest, which, an interesting story in and of itself, wasn't open. The gate wasn't locked, so we opened the gate, went in, spent the night, and left the next morning virtually undetected. We paid the price, however, because the mosquitoes were so bad. They were in clouds. We ended up with mosquitoes in the RV, in the truck, and days later we're still killing our mosquitoes.
So here's what the lake is like. We are in Memorial Campground, which is a city campground, belongs to Washburn, Wisconsin. Beautiful place. This is Lake Superior behind us. Spent 2 nights here and it has been quiet and relaxing. We just walked out a little bit of a trail here. We'll show you a bit of that on the way back. And it's, of course, we're looking east. So if you want to imagine what the sunset would be, it's back there behind us. So pretend. But Lake Superior is just absolutely huge lake. And no, it's not the other side you're seeing over there. That's more of Wisconsin. We'll just kind of come around this way and walk back up this trail. And yeah, we have Molly with us, so Molly can kind of lead the way. Yeah, she'll make sure to sniff things out. We have been a little concerned that there would probably dinosaurs in this park because there are ferns, and of course wherever there are ferns there is the likelihood of dinosaurs. And as you can see, we're coming back into the campground and we're parked right here on this spot near the head of this trail. It's a beautiful place. It's Friday night, so weekenders are starting to come in, but it is a beautiful place.
This is the view out the back of our RV at Lake Superior. That evening, the moon was absolutely outstanding, as you can see here, and Molly, who stayed behind in the RV, was really disappointed. She wanted to see the moon too.
That's good. Okay, don't fall down. Come on.
This is for all of you who are following Ollie. These next several clips are for all of our grand girls who have either read, are reading, or will read Little House on the Prairie. Our first stop was Sleepy Eye. This is where, if you'll recall, Charles Ingalls often went to make deliveries, and also it was the location of the blind school for Mary and Adam Kendall. From there, we went on to Walnut Grove.
So this depression in the ground is what's left of the Ingalls dugout home. It was an earthen home that, if you've read the book, I'll show you in just a minute a little bit from that book, that this is all that's left, where the roof collapsed and the home caved in on itself. And there's a trail, a little path right here, and it was probably this path that the Ingalls children would walk down to the creek, and Mom and Pa too for that matter, to bathe, to get water, to fish, I don't know, whatever they would do. And then as we come up around this way to behind the house, now you really get a sense of why it was called the Little House on the Prairie, because it simply is a wide open prairie. Absolutely beautiful. And there's Mom trying to scurry out of the way, but she didn't make it. And this plaque will tell you a little bit about the house from the book On the Banks of Plum Creek. And if you want to pause that and read that, you are welcome to do so. It's very interesting. This is what you call the plains of Minnesota, and I'm trying to talk real close to the camera because the wind is pretty amazing right now. You can probably get a sense of that from the way all the things are moving in front of you, the corn and the weeds. But this is Walnut Grove, Minnesota, home of Laura Ingalls Wilder, and this is where we're staying tonight. And we are very possibly going to end up dubbing over the top of this, but I did want to give you some idea of what that wind was like. What'd you say it was? 98 degrees?
In the shade.
98 degrees in the shade. The truck temperature was reading 102 on the way in. I know we can argue all day whether it's that hot or not, but it was warm. It is warm, but the wind will just blow you away. And of course you see our campsite here in the I don't know the name of this campground. It's a pretty nice campground. Oh yeah, Plum Creek. That's where Laura and All the kids went swimming when they were kids.